Start with the Oregon thing. Start with that. Breaking news.
Hey, welcome. Yeah, welcome to the French Toast Night live podcast. What are we called? It's been like a month and a half since we've recorded, but this is Kevin Moses. I'm here with Paul Witt. Yeah, first episode of 2018.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Paul. And Aaron Boyce is with us from Salt Lake. Aaron, where are you right now?
Salt Lake. You just said that.
Hey, this is a podcast, not a TV show, Aaron.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Oh yeah, for our listener, I'm in a Starbucks, of course.
Of course. And are you drinking Starbucks?
I am, and it got progressively louder right when we started going live. Everybody started talking louder, which is just awesome.
Man.
So
they want to be part of the show.
They thought we were recording there. We were all there tonight recording, so they all just came to watch how this is done.
They want to be part of the show. That's all. So
who doesn't? Except for Nate.
Exactly.
So we can edit that out, right?
We need to.
Listen to this. Okay,
we need to. Aaron, tell us about what you're drinking, because in the pre-production meeting, you were showing us your mug.
Yeah.
Not your face, but the other mug.
Not only my face, but my other mug. Yeah, of course. I was surprised you didn't know what this was, Kevin. Actually,
I don't know what that is.
What should I be talking? This is not Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know what I was thinking. So this is a Starbucks refill tumbler, of course. It costs $40, but you get all the free coffee and tea that you want throughout the month of January. So I'm definitely going to make the best use of it. It's a good gift for me, so it was given to me because it saves me money. And then I am set for the month, so I'm not spending, $80 or whatever.
So it literally is the gift that keeps on giving.
It keeps on giving. It's giving right now, and what it's giving is some organic chai with some steamed apple juice and honey. You heard me.
It keeps on giving for 30 or 31 days approximately,
yes.
But still.
Aaron, you are such a hipster. Did you say organic honey?
Well, I don't know if the honey was organic. The chai.
Honey comes from bees. You know that, right? Like the natural process.
Is that your rapper's name? Organic Honey?
Organic Honey.
I keep seeing those things on Twitter.
Yeah.
Your rap name is
R&B artist.
Yeah. Whatever the last thing you bought.
Yes.
Whatever the first thing you spent money on in 2018.
Right. So Aaron,
little sourdough melt was me. From Culver's.
Aaron
in Greenville.
Aaron, tell me what are the limits on that thing? So you can't do like specialty drinks, right?
Right. They did do one year where they had a refill tumbler for espresso-based beverages. It was $75. Question, whoa. Kevin, did I buy that?
Yes, you did.
Of course I bought that.
Of course you did.
Bought two of them, just in case you lost one.
And they probably still lost money off of you.
No, yeah. Well, I got like $300 worth of like drinks from my calculations. So I think they still made money because I'm still skeptical that they actually cost that much. I think I still gave them money, but it was stuff I would have spent. And literally, I go to Starbucks every morning. Yeah, me and John Baker and I both did the espresso refill tumbler. Shout out to John Baker.
Yeah, John Baker.
Hey, Baker. Hey, how did that work? One per day or one per?
Yeah, one per day, but nobody cares, and so like you can get as much as you want. Yeah, and I have no honor, so.
But you have the system.
I have the system, especially when you go to different Starbucks, just to make sure. So.
Okay, so quick Starbucks question. I was at our local.
What's that?
The plural of Starbucks, is it Starbucks Eye?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Starbucksin?
Starbucksin. There it is. Like oxen.
I don't know, but Starbucks has a lot of bucks. That's all I know. So the local Starbucks, I was in the local Starbucks a couple of weeks ago.
Maybe you weren't.
Not of my own volition, mind you. And they had this like ceramic mug with like a tea plate. It's like a teacup with a plate underneath it. And it like kept the temperature of your heated beverage at a steady. I forget what it was called. It was like $120 or something, and it connects with your smartphone, and so you like set the temperature, and it keeps your coffee. I can't even describe it. It was so weird to me.
Yep.
Do you have one there?
Show him.
Do you have one there in the studio, Aaron?
They don't. Do you guys have an Ember here? An Ember?
An Ember.
Oh, it's no big deal if you don't have one out. I was just going to show some friends what it does and everything. So
just pull the one out of your backpack, Aaron.
What's that? Oh,
This is
that's
good
a good idea. I
radio
can
right
Google
here.
it.
This is good radio.
It's not. They don't have one here, but yeah, it's called an Ember. EMBER. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Hey, Paul, what other questions can we have Aaron ask the barista?
You got nothing.
I can't say any of these out loud,
I know.
so I'll just stop.
If all you listeners could just see what's happening on the sidebar. No, actually, we're glad you can't.
Are you tired because you've been running through my mind all night?
I feel so dirty. Okay, I'm done.
Aaron, that might be
That's for
discipleship, okay?
It might be, but I was hearing the topic, so I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay, so for our listeners, it's been like a month and a half since we recorded one, so we apologize. But I want to say that we were just enjoying some time off, but I want to make it more spiritual. So we'll say it was our sabbatical. That makes it way more spiritual.
Sabbatarian.
French toast sabbatical.
We withdrew to revive ourselves. Aaron, it got really quiet.
I don't. Yep, I can't talk about the passage that invoked in my mind. So there you go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You withdraw for prayer and fasting.
That's right. That's what we did.
Great.
But over the break when we weren't together, we had quite a few holidays we celebrated: Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I think there's a few I missed. Let's talk about the holidays for a moment. So, you guys both traveled over the holidays. Is that correct?
Nope.
Aaron, you traveled. Where'd you go?
Yes, I did. I went to South Carolina to see Paul, but he stood me up.
Hey, thanks for joining us
for this episode.
You liar.
I didn't know you were in South Carolina. I was in North Carolina.
I know. No, yeah, I went to South Carolina for about 5 days to visit family and such, and then I got back 1 a.m. Christmas morning. So that was my flight. It was the cheapest flight back. So
you and Santa were landing in Salt Lake City at the same time.
We were. I saw him.
Oh.
Yeah. So Paul, you didn't travel, but you had family come in.
Family came to us. Yeah, our nuclear family. Whatever that means. We were actually all five together here.
Wow, were you guys really close to like a reactor or something like that?
Yes, we use the microwave a lot. We're here at our palatial estate at 82 Hillcrest Avenue in Brevard. So we were here together for 5 days, the five of us. So Emily from Hong Kong and Alex from Pennsylvania, same distance. And then Alex had to leave on the 26th to head back for basketball. And watch it, Aaron, cleaning up behind you. And then Emily flew out to back to Hong Kong on the 29th. So yeah, we had a great time together.
Very cool. Very cool. Any stories?
We did a little, I wouldn't say it's tradition, but I think since we've been together here for 3 Christmas Eves, we went and saw a movie on Christmas Eve. It was it started out to be a great thing because the first couple of times we did it, we were literally the only people in the theater. Then this past, got the last 5 seats in the theater. So that's no fun. Who's onto this?
Is that because of the movie or?
Yeah, I think so. I think the release date for a Star Wars movie that we went to see a few years ago was actually like 3 or 4 weeks prior. So when we went to see it, the buzz was off. But this time we were just about a week or 2 after the release, so it was still kind of a big deal. So.
Hey, quick question for both of you guys.
It was fun. We just sat around, ate, watched TV, played, talked, laughed, basketball. So
you guys know I don't do movies that often, but I've heard of this like movie pass thing. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where you like, does that work? Have you guys tried this? Is it
I have a
worth it?
friend who does, and he swears by it. I keep telling him to stop swearing, but
that's why we don't have him on the podcast. We don't allow that.
Yeah,
anything to do with movies usually ends in swearing. So.
Amen.
In fact, if the sale is still going on, Costco is selling a year subscription of it for like, I don't know, 30% off or something like that. And so like $7.99 a month to see any movies in standard definition that you want to see, as far as like 2D rather than 3D. Sorry, standard dimension, I should have said.
Bitch,
So, yeah, it's called MoviePass, and it's all the rage. And you can tell that a lot of that it's actually taken effect because a lot of movie theaters are trying to compensate for it and have their own like they're discounting things a lot more. They're trying to do like their own like frequency program and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Huh. Yep. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm
so
thinking
if I go to one movie a year, would it be worth it?
No. No. You're good.
Can we get one membership as a podcast and we all just share it?
Well, what they do you know what they do, Kevin?
I don't.
They send you,
Aaron,
in essence,
you know what I know about movies.
They send
Diddly
you,
squat.
They send you a credit card, and so you actually pay for the movie, but it's their credit card, and they waive their own like fee. So that's how you get by the system. They don't know that you're paying. Like the system doesn't know that you're paying with a MoviePass credit card. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's how they. So you're actually paying for it, but they're paying for the rest of it.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? I don't know how that works, but it's so crazy.
So they're giving you their credit card, kind of like pumping gas in Oregon. Well,
wait, what?
Yes. Actually, they have a MoviePass person who's standing right there in front of the kiosk. You hand him your credit card, and he swipes it for you. It's just as efficient as an Oregon pump of gas. That's a good segue, Kevin.
Thanks. I was trying. No, we were talking for our listeners' sake. We were talking before we went live about the new law passed in Oregon where now people either have to pump their own gas or they have the option. I'm not sure what it is.
They're allowed to.
Okay, so it's optional.
It was against the law for them to pump their gas prior to this, but now I think they are allowed to pump their gas. So that's that's why our founding fathers died. That's one of the great freedoms we have people over in Afghanistan for right now is the freedom to pump our own gas.
And I just love the fact that we still call it pumping gas, even though we just squeeze a little lever.
Yeah, I'm taking a knee. I hope the NFL players this weekend in the playoffs take a knee to the pumping gas in Oregon. That's
yeah.
Now, not to put any of you on the spot, I should say either of you, but since Oregon doesn't require it anymore, you said New Jersey still requires it?
Yeah, I think there might be a couple more states, but New Jersey is the one I'm most familiar with because I got yelled at while traveling through New Jersey.
I'm pretty sure it's
just
those two. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm not positive.
I feel like that's the only thing those two states have ever had in common.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Couldn't be more opposite.
No trees, New Jersey.
Who's the guy who used to be the mayor of New Jersey? Yeah.
What's that?
The mayor of New Jersey, is that what you just said?
I did. I was teasing. I meant the you guys know who I'm talking about. Who's the guy who used to be the governor of New Jersey?
Chris Christie.
Yes, that's
Big
it.
Guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
I hope he gets a job pumping gas.
Yeah.
I'd love to pull up at a gas station
After being mayor of New Jersey.
The interesting thing is, I mean,
apparently the jobs pumping gas are more protected than the being governor. So,
well, yeah, but I mean, the funny thing is that people are kind of outraged over this and or making light of it. But as we discussed earlier, I keep going. As much as those people are paying for gas in those states, if you've ever seen the gas taxes in those states, I think it's perfectly okay that someone else pump your gas, and maybe they could wash and wax your car, maybe an oil change, maybe a coolant flush, rotate your tires. They should be doing all those things while you're filling your tank.
Plus, aren't you kind of quasi expected to tip them, or not really?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That might be the other reason that guy swore at me.
Was that Aaron's friend, the guy who swears?
Yeah.
Yes, he swore by it. He swore by his pump. He swore at me to get away from his pump and get back in my car. And after I did, I paid him and drove off, and he swore at me again. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, and if we have any listeners in New Jersey, again, it's a great state. It's one of my top 50.
We love your mayors. We love them.
Yeah, we love your mayor governor.
Aaron and Kevin Chrisman from Parsippany, New Jersey.
Yeah, there you go.
Parsippany, almost as much fun to say as Luden.
Which no longer is.
Yeah, I think she still has family members, but
But just think about the battle.
Good call.
Just think about the fight to pump your own gas. No, you get away. Let me pay you so I can get out and do this myself. It's like the Papa Murphy's pizza place, right? Hey, you take my pizza? Wait, whoa, do not cook it. I can do that myself.
right.
I can do that myself. Thank you, Fuddruckers. I do not want you making my hamburger for me. Just give me the meat and the bun, and I'll do it myself. I'm going to pay you extra, too. $15 for that burger. Or what was that place in Green Bay?
Prime Quarter.
Prime Quarter.
Prime Quarter.
Prime Quarter. Yeah, do not cook my steak. I'm going to pay you double for it. Do not cook it. Let me cook it myself.
If I don't want to make dinner at home, I'm going to pay you to make dinner somewhere else.
That's right. I'm going to pay you so I can make dinner. That's my own dinner somewhere else. So, I don't know. It's just kind of a radical thing. Now, efficiency is the downfall of the pumping your gas because, as we discussed earlier, it is not the quickest venture in the world as it would be for you pulling up at an empty pump, swiping your card, putting the gas in about 2.5, 3 minutes and being on your way. It is a little more time-consuming.
I wonder if people in Oregon just drive around and do like $1's worth of gas just to put those guys to work. The most hated man in the state.
Oh man, those guys don't get commission. They don't get commission, do they?
I think the taxes pay for them. I think that's what it is. The taxes pay their wages. So yeah.
I think it's actually work release. They're all prisoners. They have to do that. That's why you can't take it from them.
Hey, if you're a work release listener, we're not making fun of you. We just want you to know that.
I apologize. Yeah,
we're making fun of your situation, not you.
If anybody's listening from prison, I did not mean that in any way.
You guys should see our analytics demographics with the prison crowd. They are off the charts.
Just remember Paul's address that he already mentioned earlier. So you'll be just fine finding his house.
We can edit that out, right?
We always do. So we're going to transition here to a topic kind of about the holidays. But I wonder if, as we've gone through the Christmas season, you look back and you think there's a part of the Christmas season and maybe just the holiday season that is really overrated. Maybe something that people hype up, something people look forward to, something that happens. It could be anything. It could be songs. It could be commercials. It could be gifts. It could be traditions. But what's the most overrated part of the holidays? And then we'll of course ask what's the most underrated part. Do you guys want a second to think about this? Should I go first?
Yeah, I think one of the things I think is overrated that you mentioned commercials is the new car commercials.
Oh yeah,
where people go out in the driveway and there's a bow around a $75,000 Lexus or something. I'm 50 years old. I still am not aware of anyone
ever
who's received a Lexus as far as a Christmas gift with a big red bow in their driveway.
And let's just be realistic. Wait, you did, Aaron?
You know someone?
I received a Honda Accord with a big red bow on it for Christmas one year.
Oh, a new one?
Nope.
Okay.
It was new to me.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on. Did it really have a red bow around it?
It did indeed, yes. I think it was because of those commercials, honestly. Yeah, this is back in high school, man.
Wow. Was that Denzel?
Now, why did you have to mention his name? May he rest in peace. Yeah, it was Denzel. Yeah. It was him.
Pieces.
I was just going to say, I think even if someone were going to receive a car, to me that seems like the most unpractical way for them to get it. Because don't you have to get it in your name, licensed, and then to have someone wake up at 5 a.m., go get it from the empty lot and then park it in the driveway and put a bow around it in the freezing cold. To me, that whole scenario is not feasible.
No, the best is when they when they cut away from the commercial and they showed a second car sitting out there with a bow, like a black one and a white one.
That's right.
And there's two red bows. And it's like, oh, of course. Wasn't enough to have one $75,000 Lexus. You have the $110,000 Land Rover as well, of course.
Yeah.
So.
And what kind of family finances do you have going on where you can just drop $75K and the spouse doesn't know? It doesn't.
But that's the point. Is like, I'd love to have like honest thought balloons over the heads of these people in these commercials. Oh, sweetheart, you've just wrecked our financial future. Give me a car we can't pay for, and that will be obsolete in about 10 years. Oh,
also,
thank you. How can I ever pay you?
Also, that you can like upload this on YouTube and be famous. You know? You're so selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, I thought the better commercial. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the better commercial that I saw, a commercial very similar where they go out and there's a big red bow around the car, and he's like, "Oh, wait, that's our car." He's like, "Yeah, but look inside. Did you get us the floor mats I wanted?" And they were these new customized, form-fitting. It was a floor mat commercial is what it was. So, but they started like the Lexus commercial with the big red bow around the car, and they're like, "Oh." So I thought that was awesome. Actually well done, well played.
I saw a few funny commercials over the break because I don't usually watch commercials. You guys have seen the ones where like you're becoming like your mom, or he's becoming like his mom. I forget which. Yes. I think it's an insurance company. Yes. I saw a few of those. Those are very funny. And then I saw one. I think it's Domino's Pizza, and it just made me laugh every time. Where the guy pulls into his driveway, it's icy. He gets out of the car and a tree falls on his car, and he's all worried. And you see him, you think like there's a child in the back seat, and you realize it's just a pizza. He pulls out the pizza. He's all thankful that the pizza is unharmed, and then he turns and he wipes out. And every time he wipes out, I just laugh.
Well, the fact that commercial is for pizza insurance, you realize that, right?
Yeah, well, it's like if something happens to your pizza, Domino's gives you a new one.
If something happens to your pizza after you leave the shop before you get home, you can bring it back and they'll give you a new one.
And be like, Domino's.
Practically lifetime insurance on your pizza. The life of the pizza, not your life.
Something happened to my pizza. I ate all of it. Something happened to my pizza.
A few inebriated people coming to the store on Friday night with that claim every week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, watch this guy. Hey, watch this guys, man. Hey, watch it. Hey, sometimes our pizza, man, it's gone.
So my overrated Christmas thing, and I may step on a few people's toes figuratively with this, but I feel like ugly sweater Christmas parties, like they were funny like 10 years ago when they first started, but not. I feel like if I don't have an ugly sweater ready during the Christmas time, I'm gonna have to go buy one or find one or borrow one. And if you go to Goodwill at Christmas season, you can't find ugly sweaters because they're all gone. So you got to buy these like new ones that are expensive, which I haven't done yet. But I just feel like it's kind of, we need to find something else to theme our holiday parties around now. Ugly sweater is done.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's kind of insulting to other cultures too that America is so decadent that they're willing to spend $50 on a sweater that is supposed to be ugly. It's like, I hate sweaters to begin with, but I really have a problem with that.
Good point, Aaron. Good point. Didn't want to get all like spiritual here, but good point.
No, I'm a social justice warrior.
Well, I live in the South now, so I mean, who even has a sweater? Why would I wear? Why do we have sweaters? What about an ugly T-shirt?
We hated sweaters.
We hated sweaters. Aaron, do you have anything over?
Is that a paladin on your sweater? What's a paladin?
Aaron, anything overrated about Christmas you want to share?
Yeah, I think there are like several songs that over the last couple like 4 or 5 decades stuck for some reason, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, how did Melakamiki Maka or whatever that song is? How is that? How did like that generation? Why were they like, oh, this is great. We need to pass this on. Like, what is it? Or or just ones that don't seem to have like a lot of thought into it. Like it's the holiday season, so whoop-de-doo and dickory-dock. Like, what are you talking about right now? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there are several songs that I have no idea how they, there's like a term I'm looking for about how they made it to the 2010s.
How about this one?
Yeah.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. And then a few lines later, look, the mistletoe, somebody waits for you. Kiss him once for me. Like, how is that right, first of all? And then how does that just continue through the decades?
Yep.
Hashtag me too. Yeah.
So,
hey, I've got one too. This is, you talk about stepping on toes. Why do we think that, like in our Sunday worship services, we have to only sing Christmas songs throughout the entire month of December? I mean, it's like a rule sometimes that you can't sing anything else, and you have to sing through, and you have to sing them all. They all have to be included. If you have a hymn book, or you have to sing all of the traditional ones. They all have to be sung,
no matter how good they are. Yep.
No matter, and you sing them multiple times if you have to. No matter how many Sundays you have in that December, that's what you got. You got to work with that, and then all of a sudden something magically appears after the calendar flips to January, and we never hear from them again. But they were such great songs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think if I were a worship leader or a song picker sounds so much more spiritual. I would do a little bit of mix of songs just to keep the focus where it's supposed to be for the in preparation for the message. But sometimes in some churches, all you ever sing are the you can name the top 12 traditional Christmas songs, and that's all you're allowed to sing.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, you and I have not discussed this before. We swear by that. We swear by the pump and by that. But as the one who picks the songs for our church, we do not only sing Christmas songs during December, for the very same reason you just said.
Our hearts are knit, Kevin.
That's right.
Neither did the Gospel Grace Church this year either. So, although I will say, all the trees that we decorated with this year, it really did look pagan. Like, I can see how like Christmas has roots in paganism. Like all the decoration, like this is pagan. It looks increasingly weird to me to have trees in there.
In the sanctuary?
Evergreen, tweet that.
Literally, Fraser Fern, tweet that.
This is my evergreen tweet.
So now I want to share. Let's share a few underrated parts of the holidays. My first underrated part of the holiday is stockings. So stockings, like when you think about Christmas morning, you often think about the gifts you're going to unwrap. But I think consistently, I'm impressed by the quantity as well as the quality of what's in the stockings. Both stockings that I've received, but then even we're packing our kids' stockings on Christmas Eve, Izetta and I, and we're like, I think they're getting better gifts in their stockings than they are in the gifts that they're going to unwrap. And just remind me, stockings underrated.
I like it.
Where do you hang the stockings, or do you hang them by the chimney with care, or do they go on a doorknob or at the foot of their bed?
We hang them with no care. We don't care.
Okay.
Just willy-nilly across the house. You have to go find
anywhere.
No,
we don't have
the stocking. You hide the stockings. Great.
We don't have the traditional chimney, but we have kind of a corner of our living room where there's some decorative.
The traditional chimney. Okay.
Or fireplace is what I meant to say.
We have more of a contemporary chimney.
Mayor of New Jersey, traditional chimney. I can't find one tonight, but so we just hang them kind of in the corner of our living room.
Nice.
I agree with you, Kevin. My mom has always made a big deal about, or I think increasingly so, made a big deal about stockings. In fact, there was one Christmas where I got my car was in a stocking. I was given a car, and it was just in a stocking.
That's amazing.
So, big red bow.
Always look forward to that.
So do you, Aaron, have you had like the same stocking that you've used most of your life, or do you kind of get different ones?
She changed it. I had my traditional one for a long time, and then she like. There's one year where I hope she doesn't listen to this, but like there's one year where she sewed on this plush snowman on this brand new stocking. I'm like, where's my old ratty stocking? I want
Sheila,
the
if you're listening, don't just be distracted.
Sheila, Paul and I love you.
And then she changed it again. I'm on my stocking number 3 right now.
Now, did she treat Jessica this way, or just you?
She did, yeah. She treated Jessica the same way. I have no idea what happened to our initial stockings. I have no idea. Yeah.
So I have the same stocking that I've had since I was born. My grandmother, she sewed each of her grandkids a stocking when they were first born, their first Christmas.
On her way over on the Mayflower. Yeah, on her way over on the Mayflower. She's eating oranges to keep them getting curvy.
So I still have it, and I'm just aghast that people like go out and have like these not uncustomized like just plain stockings. And so mine was actually she made it out of a pair of my grandfather's jeans. So it's denim and it looks awesome. And it's denim, and in the front it has like the front jean pocket, and in the back it has the back jean pocket. And so you get extra stuff in your stocking. Like you get stuff in the pockets. Usually there's a candy cane hanging from the belt loop. It's pretty legit.
I'm surprised you didn't use your grandfather's long johns.
Grandfather's Navy uniform that they recovered from the USS Arizona when he died in Pearl Harbor. And there's still a little stench of oil, and it just reminds us in December every year of the sacrifice that was paid.
Ouch.
No, my grandfather's still alive, so like it's not like a sad thing. It's just.
Oh, does he know? Does he know that his jeans were used for this?
He walks in every morning looking for his jeans.
With my grandpa, I think he knows, but he forgets each year, so we have to remind him each year. But
to put his jeans.
He kind of looks at this. He kind of looks at that stocking with one eye, just kind of like, looks like my belt loop with that candy cane hanging out of it. No, Grandpa. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You dang kids.
But anyway, so the stocking underrated.
Good one. I like it.
Paul, you got anything underrated about Christmas?
Yeah, we go out as a family on Christmas Eve and buy new stockings.
Who does that? Who does that?
I don't know. In some ways, I think just different stage of life. It's almost like the day after Christmas, Boxing Day, as they say. There's the pressure is off, all those kind of things, and it's just enjoyable to be together with family without things that you feel like you got to do on that day, whether it's the presents, the meal, the calling the relatives, and all those sorts of things, and just enjoying what you know is probably coming to an end pretty quickly. So I like that time. Personally, I like the time in between Christmas and New Year. That time is, especially being in ministry, seems to be a little bit lower key. You've gotten through the major holiday and such, and
bowl season.
And that time seems to be more relaxing.
Bowl season.
Well, kinda, but not always. So, but that is a good part of it too. But Boxing Day, you got all the Premier League soccer's on too. So
that's right.
Yes, I did watch some Boxing Day Premier League soccer this year.
Yes,
it was a good day.
You guys know the history of why it's called Boxing Day? You guys know?
I think I've learned that multiple times over my life, but I never made such an impression that I remembered it.
Oh, okay, it has to do with actual boxes, like cardboard boxes. And the day after Christmas in Canada was when boxes were taken to recycling, taken out to the curb for trash, or taken back to the store to be returned. So it was all about boxes. Boxing Day.
Oh, wow. Are you allowed to do that yourself in Canada, or is that against the law? Do you have to have somebody come and do that for you?
They had Oregon. They had Chris Christie come up and do it for you.
The mayor of New Jersey. You gave him your movie pass card, and then he took the boxes to the curb.
Exactly. Oh man.
All right, we got to sign off here. But before we go, we're recording this on Thursday night, and on Monday night is the College Football National Championship game. Aaron, I'm sorry to bring this up, but I'm a Michigan fan, so I'm really sorry to bring up college football, period.
Fair enough.
Aaron, do you have any predictions for Monday night? You got Alabama, Georgia.
That is difficult. I don't actually know because I don't know. I don't know. I don't actually know who's going to win, guys. I'm.
Oh, we lost him.
Wow, was that offensive? Did I say something offensive?
I think his friend was there, the one who swears, and so Aaron cut him off.
Oh man!
I think we permanently lost him. He's gone.
He's really gone. Gone.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, he blinked out a few times during this, but he kept coming back. But I think he is gone.
No, if he's gone.
Oh man!
I'm gonna try to re-invite him, but I don't know if.
Okay.
Oh wait, he's back in. Aaron.
Where did I leave you?
You left us. You were at Starbucks. I was in Michigan and Paul was in North Carolina.
What was I saying?
You said you don't know.
You said you really didn't know who was going to win, but you were about to give us a guess.
Oh, good. I was
And
just
then
saying
the FCC cut you off because you actually know the future.
Yes. It was. Yeah, there's some sort of net neutrality issue there. Oh, cool. I was really surprised how Georgia was able to outscore Oklahoma rather than shut them down. And I learned that Alabama has a really good defense. And so I really have no idea. I don't know. I think Georgia looks like they have a lot of options more than I thought they did. And Jake Fromm he wasn't letting what did they say? Let the stage be too big for him or something like that as a freshman.
Yes.
I could not find that stage on the field until afterward. Yeah. I mean, afterward there was a stage, but I couldn't find it.
I really have no idea.
Some of the bright lights. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. My prediction, I think that Georgia, from what I saw on Saturday or on Monday, has a better offense, but I have no idea what's going to happen with a defense against like a defensive Alabama. So I really don't know.
You think high scoring, low scoring?
I don't know. I think in the 20s. So yeah, that's my guess.
In the 20s, that's warmer than it is here right now. So we'll take it.
Yeah, that bomb cyclone up there in the Northeast, dude. Their cyclone is getting bombed.
Which our French toast night meteorologist predicted like 2 weeks ago.
Thank you.
So thank you, Paul.
It's great.
Polar vortex. I just want to say that.
Yeah. They've already called off school for tomorrow here because the wind chills.
Whoa.
So our high wind chill temperature tomorrow is at 1 a.m. tonight, and then just drops the rest of the day.
Oh, wow.
It starts at like negative 10 wind chill, like at 1 a.m., and then it ends up like at negative 25 or something like that. So
we got negative 20 wind chill tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
That's impressive for here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is. Real feel. So Paul, looking into the future cast, what do you think is going to happen Monday night?
I don't know.
This has been riveting
No, I'm with Aaron. I think I would have had a better idea, prediction before I watched those two teams, those four teams play the other night. If you just said it was going to be Alabama and Georgia, I probably would have had a lot more dogmatic of an opinion. But after watching them, some of the same things that Aaron's thinking, I was really surprised that Alabama's defense was as good as it was. And then I was, at the same time, I was probably surprised that Georgia's defense could never hardly slow down Oklahoma. Right. They had 2-3 series there where they finally got something going.
Right.
So I don't know. I think, that's a huge deal for Georgia to win the Rose Bowl. So I wonder how much energy they've spent. Plus, you got the cross-country flights. Plus, I've seen tons of videos every day reliving the Rose Bowl. You do kind of wonder. and Aaron understands what I'm talking about this a couple of years ago. I mean, obviously, Clemson came within a play of winning it in 2016 or whatever. But there's something about going and losing that time when you get there the first time that just makes you hungrier, and you come back and you find a way. And I kind of wonder if that's where Georgia is, just because they've not been relevant for so long. That if they may have to lose one to get ready to win one. There's no doubt they're talented. They're going to be around now for a while just because they've got good players, good coach, and all that stuff. That they're on their trajectory.
They're not
is
going
definitely
anywhere.
going up.
I was
They're
just
not
gonna
going
say,
anywhere.
I've heard the state is not going anywhere. Georgia is here
Nope.
to stay.
Or the university or the football team. 120 years. It's not going anywhere.
I hope both teams show up
Yeah.
on Monday.
I hope the officials let them play.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
I've heard there are games where the officials don't let them play. That's no fun.
Yeah. So, if I were brutally honest, I think Alabama finds a way to win 24-21, something like that. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if they got beat by 2 touchdowns. So, but I think Alabama will find a way just based on the experience stuff. But if they don't, they can still claim they won it anyway and hang a banner.
Hey, everyone's
and
doing
have a
it.
parade. Just proclaim themselves.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing that.
Paul, when you shared that in our pre-production meeting, I legitimately had not heard that. But that really happened. UCF really had a parade.
They're having a parade on Sunday at Disneyland and a national championship parade. If you look at the official Central Florida Twitter account, they've changed their title to National Champions.
Oh my goodness!
Not my playoff. Hashtag not my playoff.
Pretty much, that's where we're at now.
We now live in a world where we can have our own president and we can have our own national champion just because we won.
Wow!
Just because we don't like the way it turned out. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're doing that, and they're getting a lot of support by people that would think like
Other
that.
losers.
Yes. And then the other thing that's kind of funny is just the brutally anti-SEC people are jumping on the bandwagon too with them.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, sure.
Oh, Alabama, Georgia? No, that makes sense. Yeah, Central Florida, that's my champion. And so they're buying the T-shirts too. So, but yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
That's like Switzerland saying they're undefeated in world conquest. Like,
well, their rationale would be that the blue team, who was beaten by the red team 4 out of the 5 weeks in the summer, comes back and still claims that they won the summer because if the red team was a champion, they actually did beat the red team one time, so they are the champion.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's their rationale because they beat Auburn and Auburn beat both Georgia and Alabama. They're really the national champs.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what
the funny
Clemson
thing
did,
is.
So go Tigers.
There you go. But yeah, there you go.
De facto.
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So anyway, I'm sorry I didn't on that.
It was good to get your predictions. I have a prediction, and I'm sure you want to know it because I actually won our little IHOP Bowl Challenge.
Oh, that's right.
You
are
so badly on that thing.
Yeah, you did. You only had 17.
Oh my word.
Whereas Paul had 18.
Oh, what did you have,
22.
Kevin?
22.
Oh, the last ones were 5 points, though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Rob said it was.
Yeah. Double points this round. Double points.
No, but Rob will blow the whistle before the national championship actually happens. So that's the problem.
That's true.
3, 2, tweet.
No, the way I think it'll go, and obviously who knows. My guess is that
shooting from the hip.
Exactly. My guess is that Georgia jumps out to a lead, but then just over time, Alabama wears them down. After halftime, it's Bama's game, and they win by maybe 10, something like that. That's my guess. My guess is it gets like 14-3 Georgia, and then goes into halftime 14-10 maybe Georgia, and then Alabama pulls away in the second half. That's my guess.
Well, this will be a true road game for Alabama. There's no doubt about that.
As opposed to those fake road games they've been having recently, right?
This is a
true road game.
Yeah.
They're predicting it could be 75-80% Georgia fans.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised. Isn't Atlanta in Georgia?
Close. It's in New Jersey, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
So a lot of people are going to be late because they got to still. They have to wait on that guy to pump their gas.
Can you imagine Atlanta traffic?
Well, President Trump's going to be there, so that will be a huge bottleneck of security and everything else. So.
Oh my goodness! Seriously.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. Well, on that note, we're going to sign off. Hey, thanks for joining me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It was a pleasure.
It was a
Yes,
pleasure.
it
First one in
was.
2018, but we'll try to get at least one more before the year ends.
We'll have some hot takes after the national championship next week.
That's right.
Yeah. I refuse to do another one until Nate does one.
Boycotting.
I'm going to kneel
Not
in
my
protest.
podcast.
I'm going to kneel until Rob and Nate are on this thing. All right, guys. Thanks again. Until next
All right,
time.
see ya.
Take care.